you back.
Exactly. Do
There
it.
we go.
Oh yeah, just like you opened up that link I told you to be wary of.
Are we live?
We are, yeah,
We are
officially
indeed
live.
live.
Oh,
So I think I can speak for everybody here when I say Shanny and Rev have had a pretty awful week.
Nah, they've
Yeah.
had a great week.
Okay, no,
Some
but
would say not
Shani and-
awful enough.
Shani and
Yeah.
Rev have had an
Fair
awful
enough.
week, but they deserve it. The kids have had an awful week, and they don't.
Yeah.
exactly. This has been a really
Fair
tumultuous
And the
situation.
cats, and that one guinea pig that's definitely going to die of an illness
That poor guinea
They had
pig. Yeah.
that was
Guinea
living
pig.
in its own shit and vomit.
They've been plagued by a band of roaming shit ninjas and a rogue GPS. Apparently,
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently me and the angry pumpkin we just appeared. We just teleported across the pond at Drag's command and threw shit around the apartment.
I'm saying that's the best way to go, right? Like, how else? Do you guys remember that episode of South Park where
Yes,
Cartman was
Cartman.
selling the poop services for Butters and you like
Yeah.
share it? And I'm
Shani
wondering,
really
like,
thinks that's the
that's a
drag
thing.
Cartman. She thinks
Yeah.
the
So
drag
like,
is Cartman.
Drag
shirt.
is Cartman, yeah.
drag as Cartman, and he hired a bunch of illegal immigrants to shit all over the walls.
Wipe shit.
Yes.
In fairness, Shani is very briefly in South Park. Remember that one girl that Cartman goes out or basically turns into Shani?
Oh,
yeah.
No, really, Cartman's girlfriend. You think is? I'm gonna have to go back and watch
The
it.
one
Oh
that-
no,
do you know the one that turns? Do you know the one that turns into like a
Yeah.
female Cartman and then it gets worse than
his
him?
girlfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
he turns her
Yeah.
all the way out. It's
Not
horrible.
personality, but like the size of that one stripper from the video game, Spontaneous Boutte, the giant one.
Oh god.
Hey, that woman's a hero. Okay, don't talk shit about her.
Anderson, you're not a hero.
She saved Chef from brainwashing. Okay, she is a hero.
Very,
Chef
very,
was
very
a
briefly.
Scientologist.
It still happened.
I saw the documentary about Scientology. It was on South Park. They did a wonderful documentary. If you guys haven't seen it, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's just-
it made Isaac
Chef
Hayes
goes
quit the
nanners.
show.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Leah Remini, eat your fucking heart out.
Fuck your going clear. Chef Goes Nanners is better.
No,
anyway,
Speaking of going nanners,
Leah, you don't have a career in Hollywood because you expose Scientology. You're just not that good.
Exactly. Like if Tom Cruise
Yeah,
can't get you in a
things.
career, you suck, right?
You're
like
most-
you suck.
Your most famous
That's
thing you
fine.
did was King of Queens. So that's
Oh.
saying a lot.
Mothra.
Honestly, her appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast probably has more views than King of Queens.
Fair, most people's
Oh.
appearance
Well.
in Joe Rogan probably has more views than other stuff they do. It's insane how popular
That's
it is.
fair.
Okay, can someone explain it, Mothra? You can explain it. What does Rick mean? She was always like since
So
the drunken peasants.
I can translate that. It's just a spelling error, but
Oh.
he's trying to say she's always been like this in terms
Oh,
of
yeah.
she's always been abusive of her
Yeah.
I
kids.
mean,
Yeah,
She's
it's
always
just
been-
come. We finally have that evidence. We've always speculated. We've always heard it in the background. Yes, we've heard her yelling at her kids. We've heard these things, but to physically see it takes it to a whole nother level. You know?
I
And
seriously
progressively-
thought I almost threw up when I watched it. It was
yeah.
She's
like,
got
not
progressively
even a
worse
meme.
too.
I actually felt like I was going to throw up.
Oh,
Well,
I
you
was
guys
on
saw
a-
my
that's the one
reaction.
I sent
I
you.
just, you guys saw
I
me.
was-
I broke down. So
I was on a stream with Mothra whenever that video popped out, and I was on a stream with a few other people, and I got so angry that I was full on yelling into my mic.
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate that woman with all my heart.
oh, I think we
Like-
all do to some
And-
extent.
And
Um,
in a really fucked up way, Shani got her wish at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Shani
She
wanted
did.
to be famous, but the problem is infamy is still a type of fame, and she
Yeah.
ain't equipped to fucking handle it.
dude,
Before
Dude, there
this, her
was-
biggest claim to fame was very, very briefly appearing in the Shane Dawson video.
Yeah.
bro, like you guys. Are
Oh no.
forgetting that-
She also did that. She had that really small cameo with Jeffree Star unboxing. She got to unbox. And that kinda gave her a little bit.
That was one of the
Well, I
videos
mean-
because it was Shane Dawson's makeup palette with
Okay.
with Jeffree Star. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
that's the one gay part of me coming out. That's the one stereotypically gay part of me.
That you
Makeup's
like
not usually my
makeup?
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that I watched that documentary. I was like,
Oh.
no, fair enough. But you guys are forgetting something. If you guys don't know what the Daily Dot is, it's it's owned by Business Insider. They did an
Okay.
article on Shanny.
Oh God.
Did they do their one today? Because I've been keeping up on the articles.
it
Right
last
now,
night.
I was
The
going to
Daily-
say,
the Daily
there's
Dot
like
have
5
done
of them now.
There's one in the actual main Business Insider, which was written written by the same person who exposed Jake Paul for being an essayer.
Oh,
Mm.
She appeared.
see.
She was on the H3 podcast recently doing an interview. The H3 podcast recently doing an interview. The exact same person that has exposed Jake Paul for being a potential sex criminal has exposed Shani to the world, like the wider world.
And then
Same. And
we're
I feel like
forgetting-
that's what's happening. And you know how the media works. Like all of the news outlets are just going to get their news from other news outlets. So we're going to see this blow up. And I think that's why I'm having this existential crisis. I privated all of my Shanny stuff, the drive and everything.
They're also slower on the draw too. Like, you know, they'll drag this shit out. Like some of them might not find out for like weeks, and then they'll do articles on it at that point.
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, it's the level of coverage she's getting. Like, if you're talking, like, let's say, what's the lowest of the low Hollywood, like lower than even TMZ is Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton is going to be covering Shani.
She's going to blow up on once it gets over to TikTok.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to get really bad. Once the TikTokers start covering this, it's going to get really, really weird.
I feel like
Perez
the only
Hilton,
person in the world who
make
doesn't
sure.
use TikTok.
Oh, I hate
No, I
TikTok.
don't.
No, you're not the only one. I don't use
Well,
that.
listen,
That
folks.
is-
Make sure to like and share this. We want to
Yeah,
get as many
we
people
wanna-
in here so everybody can watch what happened this week.
What
Yeah.
you guys are also leaving out is for the person who's written the main 2 articles I think everyone is citing, Shani personally emailed and then proceeded to threaten her with
Kat. Kat,
Well,
Kat.
of course she did. Like, what would you
Yeah.
expect?
I
She's
quickly
the
put on Twitter, like, in the history of journalism, when has that ever been a good idea to
To
stop
threaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Because it just makes them want to go for more if they're threatening
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah, now I want to know why. Now I want to know why you're threatening me. Why are you so afraid of this story? And it's going to make me dig in.
Shani's a level of low that she won't even like talk to the reporters to try and give her bullshit. Even the fucking IRA had a working relationship with reporters during our war.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Like,
just
that's how
Streisand
low she
effect.
is. But as I was saying, so like he's like Perez Hilton's the low end, but the spectrum is so wide because you have Business Insider and Kat Tenebridge, or I think it's Tenebridge, but Kat writing that article, the entire spectrum of media. So the gotcha media of Perez Hilton and the actual serious media have gotten wind of Shani now. We as a community, there's hundreds of us, probably thousands of us across the various communities. We've done this, and I want to give big props to people like Drag and Bran and you, Miss Parker, and Jules and Mothra and everyone else who fucking just went, and we said, I think
I'm happy we've cataloged it, right?
Yeah,
like I am
think-
happy that we have these archives. This story can be told. And what I'm scared of, though, because I don't know if you guys know everything that's going on in the background, is that because of this attention, we're getting more false flag attacks. We're getting more phone calls to the local police. We're getting more phone calls to CPS. This could really be bad for the situation, at least for the immediate future, until an actual news outlet gets in and forces CPS to answer for what they did, just like they made YouTube answer. The reason they pulled that down is because the reporter pushed YouTube for an answer. Well, why are you allowing this to continue? So until that happens, we have children and animals that are stuck in limbo. And if we continue to push, if we continue to do this, I feel there is an existential dread. She, the last video she did has given me nightmares, and I don't even know how. Yeah, like
what was the last video she posted before she got perma banned?
Well, she went out and she talked about harming herself.
Yes.
Yeah. She
her go-to fucking tactic.
Her go-to tactic. Yeah. And it just shook me.
I commented under one of that video that Rev put out. And I think because Mothra, you were there, and a few other people were there, and I put my big comment that I put in Tarjard, my big kind of spiel under Jeremy's video, under the Quarterings video, whenever he did it, And I was like, this, like, the fact that people, like, I don't mean to go into like a tangent, but like the Quartering covering it is good because he's a big audience. But him making the argument that it was freedom of speech thing was so stupid that I literally had to post that rant and be like, no, like say what you want about the whole freedom of speech argument. This isn't about deplatforming. This is about getting someone who is an abuser to be held accountable for their actions.
This is what gets me. Like, YouTube just spent like the last few months or whatever trying to fix their public image. They did like what an interview with Critical, like not that long ago, and they're like, oh yeah, we're all about transparency and we want the policies to apply to everyone, and we promise we're going to do all these things, and they say all the right things, and then what the fuck happens in the end? It takes like a journalist like actually pressing them on why are you allowing this shit to happen on
Can I point out something that Can I point something out that makes me, as much as I love YouTube as a platform, I don't trust it as a corporation, because they let the Daddy-O5 channel exist for like, what, 2 years? Where they weren't just doing child abuse, they were filming it as entertainment.
Well, there was what he did to those children broke my fucking, and the fact that the mother had to sit there and watch her kids go through that, and that she, no matter how many complaints, you know, like how you're making money torturing my children, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's fucking
Irish, you guys ready to get into the playlist here?
Yeah, I'll start with the first one.
There was also that channel that like tortured animals alive before they like.
Oh yeah.
Those channels still exist.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a deep dive into those. I just found there's an entire circle. They've actually gone on to TikTok, so I'm gonna be digging into those guys. They hold animals hostage. So what they'll do is they'll show a video of them hurting an animal, and then when you like and subscribe, they'll be like, "Well, I won't hurt any more animals if you guys push this video. You better like it. You better do this." And so these are young children.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, so these are young kids who feel like, oh, well, I have to save the bunny, I have to save the kitty, and it's a really weird dynamic. I'm looking into it now. I'll probably need you guys to help.
I'll never forget.
I know there was one in particular. They were actually like, it was like a cooking show, but like it was like a lot of seafood, I think, and they were like decapitating it and like killing them in the most inhumane possible way.
Unnecessary, yeah.
Yeah. And like, YouTube doesn't care about any of that. Like, if it brings them in views, like it was a really large channel that I remember was doing. I don't remember the name of it.
It's probably one of those guys, like one of those assholes who, like, instead of tossing the fucking lobster into boiling water, sticks the lobster in cold water and then boils it.
Yeah. I've seen a channel where a guy is fishing for a lot of seafood. No matter what it is, it could be eels, crabs, anything. Just dumps it into a pot. Everything's alive and just let's eat.
The thing that'll always fuck with me though is it was so bad. Like the big one was the "Don't Fuck with Cats" documentary ended up being made about it. I will never forget the video where the dude had the kitten and fed it to the fucking python. The giant python.
God, I was to bring that up. Okay,
it was horrifying.
I just want to say thanks to Frank for letting everybody use his.
Yeah, Frank's the best.
Awesome. This I forget which one this is. Well, I guess we're about to find out. So go ahead and play it.
So this is the day they got there, and our favorite penguin-looking YouTuber Megan has revealed some information today on her live stream that Rev didn't call his fucking uncle. They just showed up out the blue.
I figured.
We figured the way that it went down, that seemed to be it's good to get confirmation on that, but I think that's where all of our brains were. Yeah.
I mean, well, what do you do at that point, though? Like, literally.
See, the boys benefit Rev in this situation, but as a bargaining chip.
Exactly.
Oh my God, he's using the boys as collateral to get into that house.
Well, think about it. Yeah, who's going to put two little boys on the street? You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to do that. So yeah, come on. What was the uncle supposed to do? Get the fuck out of my house, fuck your kids. Like, you can't do that, man. It's fucked up.
Could you imagine the uncle really was like a fuck your kids kind of
kids.
I cannot stress enough. Fuck those kids. Like
get the fuck out of my house. Fuck you. Fuck that bitch. Fuck your kids. What I want to know is there were some comments left by a supposed Rev family member, I have not been able to confirm that this is a family member. So if anybody knows that, I really want to know if a family member is really trying to get Rev away from Shanny, because this could be even worse for the boys. If Rev gets away from Shanny, then Shanny has no resources. So I'm like,
she won't have anything.
Supposedly, it was supposedly it's the cousin, and the cousin is aware of what's going on.
Okay.
I can't confirm anything to be certain, but also I know from what I've been able to read and digest that there is a level of truth that the family does not want Shanny in the picture.
Makes sense.
Can you blame them for that?
No.
Especially if they're watching these videos, they must be like, if that's like, if it was my friend, if Rev was my friend or my brother or my cousin, and I find this information, bitch, I'm pulling up. Yeah. I'm pulling up. I gotta go get my homie. Like, what the fuck are you doing to him? Like, you got him in lipstick, bitch. What the fuck? Like, if you don't get the fuck up out his house, we about to, like, I'm shutting the situation down. And it just sucks how she isolated him from those people who loved him and convinced him that he was not loved. And I just go ahead, play the video. I can talk about this shit all day. I'm bloviating. I apologize.
Yeah, maybe you're right. He might be testing.
Can y'all hear it okay?
Turn it up.
Turn up a bit.
Footage of what he did in his room, okay? You know how his room was, right, Shannon? There was brown stuff all over.
You can full screen too.
There was brown stuff.
Jason, not now, right now. I'm trying to freaking do this.
I'm serious, Zach.
Okay,
you gotta start telling the truth about what you do.
All right, 1 minute, guys.
You know what I'm talking
about?
It wasn't Zach's room that was fucking messed up. So this is Rev's fucking biased dislike of her youngest child coming out again.
I wonder if Rev hates him just because he's autistic. Like, I think
Rev hates him. I think Rev hates him because Will has been. It seems like he's almost been conditioned to not interrupt and to not speak unless spoken to. Because he only ever seems to speak whenever Shanny tells him to defend her.
He also spent a lot of time at family's house, at friends' houses, right? So he wasn't really in the home. The youngest child's in the home, and from what I'm hearing, it's the younger child that ruined the older child's room. So all the defecation, urine, this is coming from our younger child.
Wait, so it wasn't. So William wasn't sleeping in his own filth. He was sleeping in Zach's filth.
That's the story that I'm hearing. Yes.
That's fucking even worse. Jesus fucking wept.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So and it goes into, from the people I've talked to, when you're dealing with a child with these type of developmental hurdles, you know. They do, when they deal with stress, when they're depressed, when they are not taken care of properly. These are sometimes the way that they lash out. So, this is untreated mental situation for this young man. And that's what I want taken care of more than anything. I want him to know that he's loved and that he can be happy. I want to see him thrive, because he's not doing it.
We all wish the best for the kids.
Yeah.
Shanny and Rev, not so much.
And I recently just listened to a podcast about the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
But it was interesting hearing his development in terms of he also had autism and he had all these problems and all this trauma that never got treated, and that's actually a legitimate concern because you want to stop the cycle of trauma because you don't want him to become he had the deck stacked against him.
He does. Yeah. That's not fair.
He doesn't deserve that at all. No kid does.
I want to see those boys just go into teenage years, hopefully in a cleaner environment. And I don't know if anybody's been able to confirm if Shanny's family is willing to help the boys. And that's just a whole nother thing. And it's like, I
hope they're willing.
Nightmare,
I hope they take their kids away, man.
Nightmare, didn't you say one time that you wished Will would get into MMA so he would beat the shit up out of
I have said that, yeah. I've said that
even though Will is like a little beanpole, if he just learns how to do a leg kick, if he just learns how to do a leg, just do a leg kick, just fucking kick Rev in the leg just at the right time with the right power and snap that little fucker, like his little goblin leg.
Well, most people, like any stepfather or a kid who had to deal with a stepdad or stepmom, there comes a point when, like, you're a teenager and you go toe to toe, right? Like, there comes that point when you want to fight.
Not necessarily.
Not always.
Well,
What's good?
That's because your ones are. That's because yours are good, Nightmare.
Yeah.
No, you don't have pieces of shit like Rev.
Yeah.
Knowing my daddy's working in the chat somewhere.
That's not a joke. His dad is almost always in our chat somewhere.
No way.
Yeah, we might be doing an episode on Bigfoot at some point in the future with Nightmare's dad.
Is your dad single?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he is not.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Why? Do you want to be my stepmother? That's
maybe
fine with me.
Maybe I do want to be your stepmom, and I'm gonna ground you from the internet. Like I'm gonna take you.
I don't live with him. Good luck.
My God, Miss Parker, you're fulfilling so much of Nightmare's porn interests right now.
Why not?
I got a hot black stepmom. This is great.
Nightmare can provide the handcuffs himself.
All right.
No. Okay, so I don't think is there. Oh, here we go. There's more Shanny in this one.
Yeah, a little more.
Okay, 1 minute, guys.
Oh, she definitely. I'm sorry. She definitely. This sounds real bad, but he was discussing the fact that the stuff happened, and admitting that it was Zach that did it on her live. Then she cuts the live and disappears, and he's not talking anymore. I think she went over and whacked him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the weird, like when they turn the camera, when they mute it, it's like, why are you doing this? It's so sus.
Well,
it's so sus.
You see the questionable choices they make when they decide to show the world and film whatever's going on. So it's like, how bad is it that you actually, even they then
that
decide,
you know censored it? Yeah, like what?
Also, I just realized something. Rev, who claims that Shanny never hit him, even though we have a video of him sitting in the hall as Shanny gets arrested for hitting him, even though we can see visible injuries on his face from Shanny pulling out his lip ring. He can't deny the blood splatter that is on the apartment wall, though.
Not anymore.
You mean multiple blood splatters?
And I'm guessing,
it kind of looks.
It
looks like she took a butcher knife to him from some of those blood splatters.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, you guys. For me, I'm going with the conclusion that these are nosebleeds. My younger godson gets them a lot. I'm sorry, my older godson, he gets nosebleeds out of nowhere. He'll stress himself out, and then his nose just starts leaking. Could this not be blood splatter from a child that just doesn't have the right hygiene? You know, I don't want to believe that there's a crime scene in there. I guess I'm trying to spin this.
There is a crime scene in there for sure.
I'm thinking
no matter whether it's that one.
Okay.
Whether it's assault or neglect, there's definitely a crime scene in there.
Now you made me think of the child. I mean, in my opinion, that's worse than just assaulting Rev.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the child's there with that nosebleed. Nobody's really helping him out. Nobody's cleaning him up. Because we saw that in Vaughn's house, right? Like when we saw the kid's room, it's in complete disarray. We see the red stuff on the walls. That's Kool-Aid. We see the shit on the walls. You know, so these are children who are just kind of left to their own devices. So,
yeah, that.
Joke's on you, Vaughn. It's purple Kool-Aid.
Fucking horrible.
I can't fathom that they're so like not even incompetent doesn't cover it. Like
it's uncaring,
functionless, formless, pointless people that have like no care for anything real in the world. But like Shanny says she like Shanny and Rev buy all these things for themselves, but they don't look after themselves. Like Shanny's health is never mind her health, her
look
teeth.
At their bathroom.
But like they're just like
there's no self-care, and that's something I've been trying to dig into. I was working on a Shanny deep dive, and I've been doing this for a couple months. Some of you guys know that. I found stuff of her way back in Facebook days. I found high school stuff. I've been looking into her life. The thing I can't figure out is what happened. Her family life. She has siblings. Okay, now there are other siblings in this home. Nobody is like Shanny. This? I can't say it's all. People want to blame her mom or her dad,
and it's homophobic to one of her siblings as well.
Yes, she caused a huge strife with her youngest brother, who identifies as homosexual, and
and then she claims to be LGBTQ.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand Shanny, and I think Shanny is the best example of untreated mental health issues. We don't know what exactly is wrong with her, and because she's such a habitual liar to herself and to the doctors, nobody can give her an accurate diagnosis, and she doesn't stick with treatment. So it's just been years of her just drinking, smoking weed, just self-medicating, and constantly
being neglectful.
Yeah,
being
so she's
awful,
neglecting
being abusive.
herself. Yeah, it's sure.
To quote Sir Bronn of Blackwater from Game of Thrones, there's no cure for being a cunt.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's she be like despite any mental issues, she is just a complete cunt.
All right, Irish, do you want to try to finish this one up, or should we go to the next one?
No, we'll finish up.
You destroy people's lives.
Wait a second. Did he just say that to Zach?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, can we stop this right now? Can we just stop? I just went online. Can we just stop this now? Thank you.
Why would she upload this and like
exactly?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the train tracks. All right.
Oh, this was
quick
fantastic.
question. Okay, I'm gonna go back to StreamYards for a second. Mothra, you don't have to come on camera or anything, but just Miss Parker, raise your hand if you watched this video live.
I watched it live.
I watched it live.
I did. Yeah,
I watched it, but it wasn't live when I saw it.
I was in their chat trying to genuinely help them to get out of this situation. Lots of us were in, people who don't like Shanny, people who hate Shanny, were in her chat for the kids' sake, trying to give her directions of what to do to get away from this area, to get back onto the highway, to get into the city. People, even her mods were telling her, reset your GPS, get Will to use fucking Google Maps on his phone, get Rev to use Google Maps, get anyone to do something. But no, she's so fucking incompetent that she's just like, and then what was the whole thing where she was like, don't go back there, there's like a big, and then she just was quiet, like acting like there was a fucking monster behind the car or something.
I think that's whenever she like smashed into the side of the damn Durango.
No, that was after. This was you'll see. You'll see. Like there's a point whenever they're going down the road where she says, "Don't go back there. There's like a big thing," and then she doesn't elaborate. Like she's acting like there's a fucking werewolf chasing them or something. Instead, she ends up almost fucking. She gets her idiot goblin boyfriend almost.
I wonder if maybe she was hallucinating or something.
Probably fucking. She looks like a. I'm just gonna put it out there. The fat witch out of Witcher 3.
Oh,
tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, look. I don't want to be, because Nightmare told me to behave, but knowing Shanny, it's probably just don't go back there. There's a big black guy, and I don't trust him.
Oh, probably, yeah. No, that would be Shanny.
Hey, listen, what did I tell you?
That would be Shanny, though. That would be Shanny. That would be Shanny.
That would be Shanny.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
See?
Or depending on the guy, because we know she has she loves black dick. She's admitted. It was drag or G-man, she'd fucking be on them.
Oh, yes. Sure. Yeah. If I had a dick, she would like it.
Rev, I might cheat on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go back there, Rev.
I mean, well, she's bi though. She's bi though, Miss Parker.
She needs to be bye into prison.
That was such a shit joke. I feel bad.
I think she needs to be bye from a cannon into the sun.
Come on, her cannon. They don't make cannons big enough for that.
It was suggested that they did this on purpose. It's been suggested. I can't confirm that because watching it live, it felt like this was just idiocy at its best.
No,
I don't think you could be this stupid on purpose.
You can hear the panic in Rev. You can hear the genuine panic in Rev, and then you can kind of hear Will in the background. You hear the genuine panic in Rev and in Will's voice, and for the briefest of moments, you can hear Shanny's mothering instincts kick in and take over her brain. For the briefest of moments.
Hold on, did they actually show the car like any damage?
There's a brief shot in one of the videos. I'm not sure if it's in this playlist.
It's a flat tire. That's what they got.
Yeah, it was a flat tire, and we see the boys sitting on like a log or some debris on the side of the road, and then we can see the cop car, and we see the van. Well, the whatever the fuck it is, the Durango.
Okay, that's all. Yeah, I can't believe that they're just stupid, and this did happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've ended up here somehow. They've gone off the fucking interstate.
Like an idiot.
This actually like.
How the fuck do you get out of here? This is awful.
Do you know what I don't understood?
How about the way you came in?
That's what I said.
Oh,
yeah.
Here's Rev. By the way, I'll just
Turn
go back a
around.
second. Here is
Just
Rev
turn
committing
around.
child abuse. Whenever she says slow down, because we all watch this live, this is edited clearly, but watch Rev commit child endangerment by going faster over potholes
Okay.
Yeah.
in a narrow road.
Get out of here.
Watch.
This is awful.
Here, he speeds up,
Oh,
Yeah, he tries.
Slow down, Jason.
Oh, that's a big
and
hole.
she ignores him too, or he
Yeah.
ignores her.
Okay. Go about 10 miles an hour.
She
Exactly.
begs him to slow down.
Yes, in a road like this. Yes.
Ah,
It's a very liberal use of the word road.
exactly. That's a path.
Okay.
That is a dirt road at best.
It's not.
Unrelated, but G-Man is now the owner of this belt.
How did that happen?
Wait, doesn't G-Man also have the PS5?
I
Oh, I
hope
hope
not.
he does.
See?
To be
God damn
fair,
it, it was
they
like the
said that
one
they were
thing. It was
safe.
the one thing I wanted from the apartment, and Rev fucking took it.
To be fair,
I'm
though, they
saying-
said that belt was for somebody special. So.
I would have paid for
I-
Nightmare to ship me that PS5.
Go there.
I'm just disappointed it has to be that specific belt.
Mm.
I want
Yeah.
that belt mailed to us after
The-
we
the-
beat them in actual
The
Mania.
shitty WWE logo belt.
Yeah.
God, there is
My
When
my
you get
my
shut in
child
the show.
size AW belt is better than that thing.
Look,
Well, what's
listen,
funny
this
was
is the thing where she
well, what was funny
No,
was
you go
Wilson
ahead.
actually mentioned in G-Man's community post, was like, "Oh, it's cute that Rev got that for you," and then G-Man goes, "What are you talking about? This is an old photo. I took this in New York."
Yeah,
However,
lies.
If you like scroll down in the comments, you'll see Jason Avocados 420 going, "The belt is with its proper owner now," and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Jason, why do
He
you always
stole
gotta
it.
fuck? Yeah, Jason, why do you always gotta fuck up the?
Well, Gary
lies?
does have a history of stealing things.
Say
I stole $3,000,
female girls' bikes, for instance.
kicking kids off swings after he goes on our podcast and gets embarrassed. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the time that he went on. He couldn't. He literally been on our podcast the day before. Couldn't remember the fucking name.
Mm.
Ended up getting into beef with Hannibal and Monty because of a question that Nightmare asked him. It's fucking funny. But no, listen to this next bit because Shani just imagines some monster. Listen.
Oh my God, Jesus. Oh God, there is a huge fucking like what? What? Just don't back up that much. Keep going forward a little bit more.
What? There's a huge fucking what, Shani? Pothole, fucking
A cloud.
like, a cloud. Is what the fucking Nishan
Tornado.
Morrow? Is the Nishan Morrow ruling? Is the harpoon gun pointing at you? Is the whaling fleet found you? Like, is there a like? I know they were in Kansas City. Was there a fucking Sasquatch walking into the woods or something? What was it, Shani?
Kansas.
Let's be honest. In that
City.
fight,
It was a
Very
big
dangerous
black
place.
dick. Now,
let's be honest. In that fight,
No,
Sasquatch
I mean that's what my money's going for, you know.
yeah.
It was just a bad
Good luck,
dragon.
guys.
Shut up.
like, back that thing up, baby. What?
The only time that anything actually gets through the fat
Maybe it
face.
was like gopher or something.
What's that thing?
Yeah, I know.
Can I
don't
eat
wanna
that?
go down the hill. We shouldn't be driving here. I know.
Unrelated, but I've been told those fig bars are really good.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Yeah,
do
they're
wanna-
tasty.
I used to like figs until then I found out how it is that figs are made.
Can we appreciate is the fact that if a train had gone past right now, they would have all died.
Oh my!
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, the children. Think of the
No,
children.
no, no. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's why
that
I'm
was
saying
my that was my fear. That's
the
why I
point.
was.
I mean, a
screaming.
train goes past and hits a pebble, and it's shooting through that car like a fucking 50 caliber.
They're basically on the track right now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they couldn't be
Never
any
mind.
closer if they tried.
If a train came past right at this moment, a full like a freight train locomotive, the like small like you know when a plane flies low over the water and creates a wake vortex, that the air wake vortex would flip their car.
The
Oh, yeah,
sad part is, like, the reason you guys saw me screaming, like literally screaming when this is happening. I was in California in Humboldt. They have those Amtrak trains,
Yes.
and we were by the beach. Those Amtrak trains go across the beach. It's beautiful. It's scenic. I watched a man get hit by a fucking train because he went to go get his dog. Those things are so fast. and they just come out of fucking nowhere. I literally was like, oh my God, am I about to, you know what I mean? And I think maybe that's why I'm still having nightmares. I'm just, fucked up. Like, you guys, I'm pissed at them because I'm emotionally fucked up now. Like, I need therapy. I need therapy.
Yeah, it's hard to like adequately describe to somebody the difference between like getting hit with a tractor trailer and getting hit with a train. Like,
if you get hit with
it's an order of magnitude worse.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
If you get hit with a tractor trailer or an 18-wheeler, or as we just call them, a lorry here in the UK and Ireland, you'll be meat sauce, but there'll be something if you left. If you get hit by an oncoming train, which weighs hundreds of tons, going 60, 90 mile an hour.
You're a fine red mist.
Yeah, like Red Dead Redemption got that fucking accurate. You get hit by a train, you're a meaty powder in the air. There's nothing left.
Story.
Yeah, there was
actually.
It's just
my grandfather has been a trucker for over 40 years, right? He told me one story that was kind of scary. He got hit by a train in a semi truck. Yeah. No, he's fine. He walked away perfectly fine. I believe in Arkansas, it hit the back of the cab, and somehow he's the luckiest son of a bitch on earth because he walked away perfectly fine. Damn you, Pop.
Yeah, I had an uncle riding his motorcycle. He got hit by he didn't get hit by an 18-wheeler. He went under an 18-wheeler. Ooh. He hit it and went underneath it. He's still paralyzed. You know what I mean? And it took him out. He should have been dead. Fucked his whole life up. You can't. What kills me is they were so irresponsible. Just the magnitude. Like, you guys didn't have your map. You're videotaping this bullshit. You should be, as a road, you're the passenger. You're supposed to be like, all right, look, take this exit, hon. All right, we got 45 minutes to this one. You're supposed to be on it. That's your job as the fucking companion. And not one time during the road trip did they listen to music. Did she help with directions? Nothing. I just
Yeah, you get in the passenger seat of my car, you're the navigator. That's how that works.
Exactly. It's road trip rules, right? Road trip rules.
Oh, yeah.
She not, by the way, not once did they ever ask the kids how they were doing. Not once did Shanny have a conversation.
That's not true. She yelled at them about the cat while they were here.
That's true.
She yelled at them about the N-word. You know, that was fun.
Yeah, there was a little adulting from her. It was bullshit adulting because kids are parrots, and the fact that he thinks it's funny obviously means y'all say that shit a lot. So
yeah, it's literally it's racist people or on it. Like, the kids only think the N-word is funny in two situations. One, their parents are racists and they find the word funny because they don't know what it means. Or two, they're uneducated and they find the word funny because they know it's offensive.
Exactly.
The fact that the kid said that I find it funny when you guys say it means that they still say it a lot.
All the time. Yeah.
Miss Parker, what did I message you whenever they were talking about going to meet G-Man? What did I tell you that Rev said?
What did he say? Oh, fuck.
She fucking said, let's go sneak up and see how G-Man's doing. And Rev said, ooga booga.
Yeah, he did that.
Jesus Christ. Rev doesn't just say the racist shit. Rev hops back in time.
He digs in. Yeah, he digs in.
He hops back to the 1930s and finds...
I think I messaged you, Irish, about it, where it's like earlier in the year, there was that basketball player who said the K word on a Twitch stream. Yeah. It's like, that's an old school slur. Like,
yeah, you dug that shit up. You know what I mean? You had to dig that up out you.
It's like a rare,
it's like a shiny Pokemon. You don't see it often, but when you do, it's like,
you're like, whoa!
It's exciting.
The last
it's
time,
legendary.
I've never heard anyone compare a fucking slang word to a fucking Pokemon.
I think maybe that's that is a good way for us to describe racism now. So when people are being racist, let's just, we will refer to them as special Pokemon. Like, these are the legendary Pokemon, and
Shannys, I was gonna say she's a shiny Gyarados, but shiny Gyarados ain't that fat.
She's definitely Snorlax.
No. Shiny Gyarados has value in the world.
Or slow-mo.
Look, no. Let me tell you what she is. She's a licky. Look it up.
Oh, no!
She is a licky.
Look it up. She said,
Oh my God,
"Look
you're
at
a
me,
bunch
man."
of
Play
nerds.
the video now. Play the video
Yeah,
now.
play the
Okay.
video.
I was gonna say, I
We need
will
to
say
get
one
as far
thing.
the fuck away from that idea as possible.
But
Am I
Miss
still
Parker.
behaving, Nightmare?
the last
Get the
time
fuck
I
out.
saw, the last time I saw or heard those words, either that basketball player, the word that basketball player used, or Rev using fucking saying ooga booga. The last time I saw that anywhere other than like KSI's fucking comment section from a bunch of 12-year-olds was when I was reading fucking Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. That is the last time I saw those words or heard those words.
Yeah,
The last
it's
time-
And that is
bad.
literally a novel about racism in the 30s.
Yeah.
The last time I heard those words, I was high laughing at fucking Johnny Rebel lyrics.
Oh
The
god.
most racist
Oh,
motherfucker.
no.
Yep, literally the most racist man in probably history.
We've
Yes.
all done that when we're high. Like, let's
Can
be
you move
honest
over a
here.
little bit more? Thank you.
That's true. I've only ever heard it once, and I was high.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Here's Rev. By the
So
way,
wait, are there between two sets
they're
of train tracks right now?
they're
They're in between two train tracks.
This is I have been in this exact situation in Grand Theft Auto. It never ends well.
Never.
Same.
You don't
could
follow the train tracks in a car. Even if you're a hobo, hobos will tell you don't follow. You walk by the train tracks because they're gonna get you to the next town. But God damn it, bitch, you're away from the train tracks. You just use them as guidance, right?
You don't
And
go
with
near
a
the
car,
train
that doesn't
tracks.
even make
Stay the
sense.
fuck off the tracks.
Well,
Yeah, you don't touch. You go near the tracks unless a train is stopped and you're trying to sneak on board. As a homeless person.
they drove over.
Violet
a bridge
didn't know
that
what
was
Ooga
specifically
Booga
for a
was.
train.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got it.
yeah,
I
she
give
didn't
it to her.
understand the Ooga Booga. Yeah, it's old. It's some old shit. Just old
It's
shit.
like think of like the things they use in Django
Think of
Unchained,
whenever
and
you
it's that
guys
level.
were in charge of us. That's how long ago it's been.
Yeah, that's how long
It's
ago.
actually kind of incredible when you think about it, like
Just be
how
careful.
deep into the fucking
Here we
bag of
go.
racism you'd have to reach to pull something
Here we
like that
go.
out.
Oh my God.
By the way,
Three,
it's
Two.
Try to go over them.
And there's the
Oh God.
tire. I guarantee you that tire broke on one of those spikes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Also,
Have
one
you never
second.
felt those spikes? They're sharp
Uh-huh.
as shit.
Yeah.
Pull the car.
But also, this is the moment you can hear. If listen carefully, you can hear Red's panic, but you can hear William in the back, terrified.
Of course.
Try to go over them. Oh God. No.
You can hear him say no before Rev says no.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
And here's the one moment of Shani actually turning into a mother because her brain is just like
Yeah.
her instincts kick in and she actually goes full mama bear for a second.
Pull
Watch.
the car.
She shouts, "Call the cops!" and then she gets out of the fucking car. Not Jason.
The one time she actually drops her phone and she's like, fuck the phone, and she goes right for the kids.
Yeah, you can see the car moving where she's pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she grabbed the car.
We got a
This
flat
not.
tire.
And by the way, this isn't like she got in front of the car and pushed it. They side mounted those tracks. She grabbed the fucking car, picked it up, and moved it back.
Well, that's another lie. Here's the thing. There's 600 pounds extra weight in the car when she's in the car. So that suspension is lowered. When she got out the car, it came up. And when all she had to do is put her weight up against it.
Yeah,
she
so it was
still,
it
was.
It's essentially like running into a brick wall.
There you go. I know it seems like a really big feat, but at the end of the day, we got to remember this is a woman who's almost 600 pounds. She got out of the car herself, and then she put her weight into that car. So yes, did her motherly instincts kick in and that adrenaline start rushing? I'm so proud of you, Shani, for doing the right thing. But I'm not about to give you a whole bunch of motherfucking credit. You don't deserve all of it, honey. No, that car was a lot lighter when you got out. Okay, you big bitch. That's all I'm saying.
That car went from 3,500 pounds to about 2,500.
Now I would have been awe-inspired if Rev pushed that car. Now if Rev got out and pushed, then I would have been like, this motherfucker here. You know?
I mean, if Gavin Kit Kats was in danger,
yes, he probably
would his ass out of there.
Yeah.
Like we've realized over the last few days, Gavin is a better person than either of them.
So is Watermelon.
We declared in her live chat a couple of days ago that Gavin was Gavin Rex. Like Gavin was Emperor. I just declared him Emperor in your chat, and a bunch of people agreed with me.
Yeah, Gavin Kit Kat. Yeah.
Yeah. Call the cops. Move forward over there.
I've never heard the
Go
word
over
cops
there.
have an A in it.
I just pushed that
The
fucking
cat.
Shut
car.
up, Mopper.
The cap.
The caps. The
Not
caps.
Look, her forehead parasite tried to leave her body.
We
The
gotta
fourth
call
mole.
cops. Okay, we're waiting for the police
Oh God!
and the tow.
Why are you not
The-
in the car, Jason?
The police must
Smoking a
hate
cigarette.
them. Dude, the police must hate them for making them
I
go all the
need
way out
money.
there.
It's not
Apparently,
about begging
this has
money,
happened
it's about
before.
money. Fuck you guys.
But at the time of this,
And I have
there
heart
were
problems.
cops who were like watching them, so they knew where they sort of were at already.
Exactly. I had apparently when I was live streaming this, there were several law enforcement who were watching my live stream. So they were able to kind of try to figure out where they were. So they were en route to them when the accident happened.
I gotta ask. I wonder.
No
like,
comment.
Did the local cops know where they were because the
It was
fucking
Kansas City.
Yeah.
But the local cops know where they were because of the fact that the car was actively being tracked by a repo company. as
I'm
well.
not sure.
Yes, because here's why, right?
That car is stolen.
No. Every Dodge Durango has OnStar on it.
And the OnStar
If
will help
if
you find
get the
anywhere.
OnStar,
Yeah.
Yes, OnStar has a built-in GPS
Mhm.
beacon. It can be tracked.
Anywhere.
All they have, all the repo company has to do is contact OnStar and give them the VIN number, and they will tell them where that Durango is at.
Yeah. I don't know if that call has been made yet by the company they bought the car from, the leasing company, but we do know that at least right now 2 phone calls have been made to Dodge Durango, to the place where he got the car from, to let them know that your car is no longer in the state and it doesn't look like this person's going to be able to pay. So
Okay, thank you,
I gotta
Todd.
be honest.
Todd
If I,
corrected me.
if
Todd uses Uconnect. Todd would know best. He works in that field. So thank you, Todd, for correcting me.
Nightmare, I gotta ask, as someone who's probably got the literal professional opinion on this. So she has fled debt across state lines. That's the 20 grand on the house. She has fled in a vehicle across state lines that they owe money on. Now, does that classify as Grand Theft Auto?
Well, actually, it would. You're wrong in that, because this isn't Shanny doing that. This is Rev.
Okay, so Rev.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So Rev has. But Rev, that would classify as Grand Theft Auto on Rev's part, right?
Depends, possibly.
Yeah. They definitely lied about bringing weed with them because they say they don't have weed.
That's
We know
drug trafficking.
that because the state they're fleeing from, it's legal in, but the state they're fleeing through and to, it's not legal in. So they have crossed 2 state lines or 3, multiple state lines. While the trafficking is it what is it, marijuana?
Drug paraphernalia.
What's marijuana? Schedule 2.
1.
Schedule 1.
It's in the same class as heroin.
So
crack,
that's a federal charge. So
which is bullshit. Like, let's get that.
Yeah,
straight.
it's bullshit, but that is a felony, right? Drug trafficking of any
That's
kind.
a very big felony. My
Yes.
aunt spent 13 years in prison for drug trafficking.
I can't imagine why you would live stream yourself committing like all of this shit at the same time.
Child endangerment.
Because they're stupid,
anything else.
Jamarcus. That's why.
Oh, also, isn't it? It's
It
also,
goes beyond stupid, though. I know people who are stupid who wouldn't do this. Like, this is its own thing that goes way
brand of
past that.
stupidity.
Like,
I'm
also,
sorry,
isn't-
Irish. Play the video. I don't like that thing looking into my soul.
Like,
yeah, hey, her eyes are like Cardi. Remind me of Cardi B's tits. One's looking at you, one's looking for you.
I'm gonna shoot you.
I can understand, like robbing or something, because there's at least there's risk reward to it. But what the fuck is the reward to this?
Any more goddamn stress in my
Nobody
fucking
knows.
life. How about try to keep me calm instead of being an asshole to me? How about that, you fuckers?
We were
Okay.
bitch. We were trying to help you.
Stop, hold on. Okay. Stop. At this very moment, I had a buddy of mine who was watching this with me, and he commented, "I know how to fix your situation. Just kill yourself."
Jesus.
Now
you?
my friend may not be the most PG guy. Like, you think I'm not PG? Like, this guy is just. leaps and bounds above me when it comes to that. So
the problem is every time
I've never introduced you to this guy for a reason.
The problem is every single.
I'm sorry. I just want you to understand that the reason why she's pissed is because of that guy right there, that moment.
Oh, did she sort of comment it under him? Like, did she comment that? Or did
That's why she said that. And
how about
you try and calm me down instead of being an asshole? That was because of
I thought when he just said this, he full on commented that. Fair enough.
She's just admitting that like there's no benefit to doing this, so I just don't understand why they continue this fucking stream.
Because she's
they're
it's actively making it worse.
No, they are attention whores to the highest degree. Like anything they think that will do them any good. Oh shit, damn.
Shanny, you attention whore. That was emo possessing me very briefly.
My maybe was a train of thought there. All right, Irish, hit play because this thing's big.
Both the video and her.
It's so hot.
I mean, just get out of the car.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
No, watch this. He puts the air conditioning on. Listen.
How about
he puts the air conditioning on.
Turn off the car so we don't waste any electricity.
Yeah.
But that's her response to him turning on the air conditioning.
Are they?
Just go outside and grab some fresh air instead of being locked up in the car.
Anderson, I don't think she put fresh air. This
isn't. Oh my god! Look at her fucking. I did not even know that.
Are we playing guess the body part?
Yeah, that's a fake
fucking hand.
Here's what happened. We were on 70, and the GPS.
Oh, I don't want to sound like a dick, but talk about sausage fingers, man.
I've never seen anything like that.
Reminds me of the Beast back in DP.
And it put us in this.
And this bitch ain't got. Beast ain't got nothing on this bitch.
And apparently, this has happened to other folks. They need.
No, I highly doubt that. I seriously doubt that.
They say they're on I-70 in Denver.
I just realized Shanny is
Grundy.
Grundy.
It's not going to lead you to this kind of place.
Oh my god,
you're
right.
Casey.
Shanny is Grundy.
She's Grundy.
Solomon.
Like that's Solomon. That's good. She's Grundy. You cannot destroy Shanny. That's Grundy.
They're near KC, just so you know.
She's like, I would even insult Grundy. She's like fat Doomsday.
Bizarro.
Look, don't insult neither Grundy nor Doomsday. I'm offended for both of those guys.
Oh,
she's like, oh, what do you call the one dude? Is it the controller? He's the Is he a DC or Marvel? I can't remember if he's a DC or Marvel villain. But he's like, he kind of looks like Pearl the Fat Vampire.
He's DC, and don't insult that guy either, man. Don't compare.
Pearl the Fat
Vampire. Don't ruin my childhood.
Don't do that.
Pearl the Fat Vampire, though.
Shanny
beats that guy. Like, Shanny's gonna try to take over the world, but first there's a happy hour at Golden Corral. She's got some Diet Dr. Douche needs to finish up.
I imagine her like trying to get through. Do you know those turnstiles at Raging Rapids and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like you know fucking Norbit when Rasputia tries to get in, and she can't get the fupa or the ass through, and she breaks the fucking axle in it and just rips the steel off with her weight. Shani would do that, but somehow fall and snap her fucking leg doing it.
I was gonna say they usually have like the gate right next to the turnstile for like wheelchair users. That's just how Shani gets in.
Like no lie, like I would love to see Shani try to get through one of those turn thingies at the subway. Like that would be fucking hilarious to me. I would love to see that.
It wouldn't be. You can't see it if it can't happen.
Look, I would believe that
maybe
she could get through two of them at the same time, but
yeah, she might take out the thing in the middle.
Yeah.
That makes me think: is Shani like small enough to get down the stairs or the escalator into the subway?
That's what I'm saying. Like, can she make it to the
off
subway?
the air?
Yeah.
Like if she gets on the train, will that worm from Men in Black 2 just run the other direction?
I have a question. Would she be able to physically fly on a plane? Like, would she even fit
That's been asked. Well, that has been asked a few times. And so physically, yes, she can get on a plane. She would have to buy extra seats. She is not the morbidly she's not the only morbidly obese person in America. So yes, they travel. I asked that question one time and somebody had to check me. And they're like, yes, they travel. They just have to buy extra seats. And her doctor would probably recommend against it because of blood clots.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those would be her problems.
Chances are she would get herself kicked off of that plane.
Wouldn't she have to like be in economy plus or something because like
she'd need to be
there's not a lot of leg room or nothing?
That's what I'm saying. They would have to she would have to work with the accommodations they have and then purchase multiple seats. Because there was a case of some dude a couple of years back. He was really big and JetBlue made him buy an extra seat. He tried to sue and say, well, I'm only one person. And they're like, yeah, but you're taking up 2 seats. So they ended up winning. So yeah, you just have to.
So we're losing money, motherfucker.
If Andre the Giant had to do it, Shani has to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And Andre the Giant was at least in shape despite being 7'4".
That's what I'm saying.
Pounds.
Shaquille O'Neal flies. So these people, they can fly. They just have to have special accommodations.
Sticks, now that you've joined us.
There's a whole new meaning to the phrase when pigs fly.
I go to the.
I don't like going after her about her weight. There's so many other.
Were thinking it. I just said it.
Yeah.
There's so many other things to like go after her for, which are like much worse.
Shit.
Yeah.
It does look like a pig right now. Holy fuck.
Her weight is the low hanging fruit for sure.
Yeah, like her personality's god awful.
Yeah.
Sticks, now that you've joined us, I'll put it in relative terms. I don't think if you got all of the Highlanders together, they could toss her like a caper. I don't think literally all of them. I don't think Robbie Hall could toss her, and he's the Highland champion, and those capers weigh fucking like 200 or 300 pounds each. I don't think he could pick her up.
You go to the doctor, they'll do Ativan, and that will stop.
Ativan.
Yes.
Now that one
She looks like Harley Quinn.
You've seen
after
me on
eating.
Ativan, I don't know how many times.
This is her best makeup job in a while, so I give her that. It's the best one in a while.
It doesn't really look that good to me, to be honest.
It looks like shit, but this is good for her.
Like at that point, maybe you just don't use makeup.
Yeah, all down. All of her channels got down. Yep.
She had 4 taken down yesterday, which I think is a record.
Wait, did the second Shani Cooks one get taken down as well? The second
everything.
one. So she made that third one. It got taken down. So she had Shani for Christ and Tony Shani. They got taken down. Then she made Shani Cooks. It got taken down. Then she made the second Shani Cooks and that Discord, and they got taken down. By the way, I'm almost positive that was her in the Discord because I posted like a fucking Hungry Sharks screenshot with just a joke about her and Brett Keane, and she deleted it and banned me. So I don't think it was a troll.
Me and Six got banned just for having a conversation between ourselves.
She knew
in
her
her
Discord.
Yeah.
Well, right now she's on another platform, so.
She's on
Twitch.
Yeah. No.
She's taking the Brett Keane approach to this, I see.
Yeah, she is, and I'm kind of keeping track. Yeah, I'm keeping track of it. I haven't seen any new videos. I missed the first one, so.
Oh, BitChute. Let's see how long till she gets banned off there.
Oh, she's not on BitChute yet.
No, she has a BitChute channel. She just never uploads on it.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything yet.
This is the White Castle video.
Where you see his nasty ass teeth.
You see everything.
God, avocado mukbang of the century.
Of the century? Rev,
A major avocado situation for individuals.
He is just becoming Brett Keane.
And make this understood.
Yeah.
I know. Shannys.
Becoming the love child of Brett and Vaughn.
Okay, one second. William is like trying to move something in the background, and the cat is scratching the fuck out of him, and they just don't care.
Yeah, he's trying to eat. Yeah.
Yes.
He's really trying to eat.
White Castle mukbang on the road trip.
It actually annoys me that he can't even pronounce the word correctly. It's not
White
mukbang.
Castle. It's called White Castle.
No, it's not. It's fucking. It's mukbang. It's the one
Stop
thing.
it, Stewie.
White Castle.
I thought we were worried about the white part. Like, yeah, it's called White Castle. White.
Oh no, you sound like that one dude, the one really racist dude, and he says white. That's his fucking name. The fucking he's the one fucking dude. He's like the alt-right dude. He always says white.
Yeah, white. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit all the letters. White.
Road trip White Castle mukbang.
Shawnee's arm could feed a family of
God,
4.
that is so good.
Mr. Will.
Just 4? Dude, that thing can feed 8
Rev's
people.
arm could.
Look at the cat. Is that Gavin or watermelon?
Watermelon.
Dude, I feel
I
so
can't
bad.
look at anything other than the cat. That's the
I
only
feel so
positive
bad
thing
for
in this
that
video.
cat.
Oh my God. Can you see
Guys,
the bag?
listen. Shannys arm could feed an entire starving African village.
Did you see the fact that Will is? Look at the way Will is just stroking that cat. He actually cares about it. They don't give a fuck. And also, that cat is so fluffy. I want that cat.
Yeah, he's a nice cat.
I don't have a cat, but like, if you're gonna transport it, shouldn't it be like in a carrier or something?
It
when it's
was.
in a vehicle?
It was in a carrier until it shit itself in the carrier, and then also one of the animals also defecated on our youngest child. But it's also thought that he defecated on himself. She mentioned how mentioned how he had an accident. They blame the young man and then they blame the cat. So there's 2 stories that they tell. So we don't know exactly what happened. And then she had to sacrifice some clothes for them to sit on. And they just kept on down the road. So the last 4 hours of that road trip, if you guys didn't catch it, they're just sitting in piss.
Oh, okay, Miss Parker, 1 second. I need you to look directly at the camera. So you are not fucking with me when you say that either the cat shat on Zach or Zach shat himself or pissed himself, and they just let him sit in it, and then.
So this is before they did that last stop at the gas station where the boys went in, and Rev had to go get the boys. So yeah, they couldn't go to the bathroom. So they get back in the car and they get on the road again. So the belief is that Zach pissed himself because he can't pee in public places. Again, he's on the spectrum. So he may have lost continence in the car because he's holding it so long and he's not comfortable. We also hear Rev talking about, well, I'm not stopping anymore. If you can't piss, he kind of gets upset with the young man. So it's my belief that he did pee on himself and they then tried to blame it on the cat. So you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, that's better somehow. But yeah, that last leg of the trip, Zachary was sitting on urine-soaked clothes. So, yeah.
Did anyone report them or ask questions for why their kids are buried in crap?
What I didn't understand is the cops that helped them do the tire, because I've been pulled over. I got a ticket for unsafe. We were moving, and you know how sometimes you accidentally block your rear view and you can't see. We got a ticket for that, and I'm trying to figure out how this was okay because everything mounted in the middle. That's not safe driving conditions. So I'm wondering why the cops didn't do anything about that.
Are you supposed to be able to see out of the rear view mirror?
Exactly.
There is no fucking way that they can see out the back of their car right now.
That's why I'm like, did they get a ticket for that at least? I hope they did. That's so weird to me. I was hoping the cops may have gotten involved, smelled the smell, oh, what the hell's going on in here? But they just kind of let it go. So, and I think she got away with it because she did the whole, I'm dying, my crinkle heart. And they had to take her to the hospital.
Well, can I just say that now it's my turn to get pissed off because I just came to the realization that I've seen families that have had their kids taken away for doing less than this.
Less, yeah.
So this is fucked up to me.
It's our best bet might have been for the school to report it the way, Vaughn kept getting reported by the school,
because they kept them off school.
I just imagine there's a family in another car just watching them in judgment at all this.
It's like we're the Millers and there's just a normal family along the road trip with them at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Mormon family or something, and they're just looking in. What the fuck?
What the hell are they doing?
Honestly, if they ever drive through not Mormon country, Quaker country, just the Quakers should just take those kids, just take them,
And it's unfortunate the boys are homeschooled. It is, and I know depending on the state, laws are different or everything, but yeah, it's an unfortunate hole in our education system when parents like this can just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna homeschool our kids. Are they really gonna get an education, folks?
But they're not fully homeschooled. They're not fully homeschooled, are they? I think it was just this year they had the option to go back or to do remote learning. And,
and they kept him in. Yeah.
But also, that's bad because everything they're like, I guarantee, because Rev is such a fucking idiot and acts like he's an authority and everything, and still thinks he's an archangel. Like everything they're taught in science class, Rev probably tells them, no, that's not true. No, God created the earth in 7 days. No, there's no such thing as dinosaurs. Even though you're what, 11 and autistic and probably like like you probably love fucking dinosaurs. Probably fucking love dinosaurs. No, they weren't real.
Hey Dan, do me a favor and check the private chat, would you?
Yeah.
Just fuck these. Honestly, like it can't be said enough. Fuck these people.
I hate him.
God, can you see it? Oh my! It's the 100th birthday of White Castle. Look at the boxes. It says 100th.
That's the saddest 100th birthday.
Why does she get so excited? It's the 100th birthday.
Yeah,
because it's White Castle.
White Castle on its 100th birthday.
White Castle is good.
It's not the date. That's not the day. It's a promotion.
He does.
God, it's the 100th birthday, and you weigh 100 metric tons.
Love you, cheese, avocado.
Oh my God.
Cheese avocado is a troll.
I know cheese avocado is a troll.
Spiritual and religious.
Can someone answer me this question? And I know Shannys not watching this because we're like the smallest of all the channels that goes after her. She won't even watch this one.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer me what I call it. Someone can just DM me on Discord or say in the private chat, is Heretic in the Hills a troll? That's all
I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
because
know.
She's been in some of. She was in Mothra. She was in your fucking chat once. Do you remember when we were talking about Shani? But she's like the main mod on Shani's chat. It's so fucking strange.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! It's so beautiful.
There is nothing. The only beautiful thing is in the back seat. There's nothing that they're. Yeah.
The only things that matter are in the back seat, and that's the cats and the kids.
I feel bad.
I'm not even gonna bother changing fucking the avatars for this because it's too serious. Rev, right now you look like my alter ego, so fuck you fucking frog person.
Yeah, that pause game is on point.
I'm gonna have a seizure.
Oh my!
That's not funny. You fucking meth goblin.
Oh, horrible.
What does it say?
It got worse. Oh my God, his lip! Oh!
Hall of Fame.
Christ!
I can't even go
Are
back.
you fucking pizza here, people? Come on now.
Santa Maria, Madre Dios, rego por nosotros ahora, Señor, de esta muerte, amen. It's so bad. It's so bad that the Irishman is praying in Spanish.
Irish. Let's go to the next.
Hold on. Let me be honest with you, Irish. That's really broken Spanish at best.
It's been a long time since I prayed in Spanish. We have to do it. We used to have to do it in like every because Catholic school. But we used to have to do it in every fucking single class prayer in Spanish.
Look, just do it in Aramaic. Nobody's gonna understand it anyway.
You guys know I am always drinking when I do these live streams. I get so dry watching these ashy bitches. Like they are so disgusting. I feel it in my throat. It's like I can't. It's horrible. Just sucks everything out of me. And then looking at his old chapped ass lips. His lips have like 7 cuts in them all across. It's called Blistex. It's only $1.
I can smell the BO through my computer.
Rev, oh my God, Rev, you look like you look like a pasty mayonnaise ass white man from the fucking north coast of either fucking Styx's Island or my island, badly trying to cosplay as Jason Momoa.
He looks like a cracked out Bruce Springsteen.
He looks like a broken man.
I've already said this 1,000 times before. He looks like TJ Cook with AIDS.
He looks like my cousin.
It looks like I can sand a table with those lips. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ. No wonder Shannys fucking punani is so fucking disgusting.
Okay, so what's rougher, her labia or his lips?
I think I need to go end my life for having that thought now.
It's like rubbing sandpaper against granite. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, the friction!
It's a good thing there's so much fat in between her pubes and her actual vagina, or else there'd be
No.
There'd be a forest fire.
We're going to physical jail. Play the goddamn video. We're going to jail.
I hope you stalkers are happy.
We're not stalkers, Rev. We just hate you.
I really hope you're happy.
We're not stalkers, and we're not happy.
Because you have literally made a woman that doesn't deserve it at all.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think literally everything in that sentence was incorrect.
I just want to shout out my dad.
Dad was questioning her very existence.
What's up, Nightmares Dad? What the fuck did Rev say like a moment ago?
He said she was complicated.
You're making her lose what?
Her. She said she was contemplating her existence.
She's contemplating suicide.
Not what I heard, but okay.
Thinly veiled suicide threat, basically.
A fake one, Shani.
Well, yeah, that's her again. Her go-to working tactic.
Rev, I am. Ave Satane, praise the Dark One, and fuck Shani.
Jesus Christ, wash your hair,
Damn
man.
well know it. You think it's funny to see people commit suicide, or to think you had something to do with it? I know.
No one is taking her threats seriously.
Tell me this man doesn't look like
that S word, because you know
he looks like a heroin junkie from Greenock.
Anti-S. I am not for people doing S.
He looks like he lives in North Scotland.
Has to come and
tell me I'm wrong.
And so does Google. That there are people.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god, you guys started talking about his fucking lips. Now I can't stop looking at them now. They're so dry.
Don't you need something to drink?
Oh, I got plenty to drink here. I'm just still dry as fuck looking at them.
Imagine those lips around your nipples.
Shut the fuck up,
Stick.
How will you ever navigate again? You will never be able to navigate in the dark if he touches your nipples with those lips. All your senses will be off.
I think
Miss Parker, you wanted to see my dad. He's in the chat, so feel free.
Oh, your Papos is in the chat. Hello, Papos. How are you doing? I'm just saying, I have a thing for silver foxes. So if the curtains match the drapes, I'm trying to buy.
He has no silver.
No silver? I don't think you know your dad that well. I'm just listening. You don't know
my dad incredibly well.
You don't know everything. I'm trying to get to know him.
I really do.
So I've watched this video a couple times now. The S word, I think he means suicide.
Yeah, but he already said it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you said it 3 times. Suicide.
Very opportunistic, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to be as quite as direct as Anderson's friend was that time, but there's a Bo Burnham song that I think you should do. That's all I'm going to say. That's his Bo Burnham song for you.
Do you think he's like a time traveling Von Helton?
Oh my God, no! Violet's in the chat cutting up. Do you see Violet in the chat cutting up? Said Rev's lip skin flakes are the rarest commodity and best exfoliators. Bitch, I'm dead. I can't. I can't.
I do think though that like Rev probably has not showered, so that like the skin that flakes off his face could probably salt the earth.
He needs
like you could like salt.
You say salt the earth? What kind of biblical diss is that? I love you so much. He just got Old Testament on your ass. That is amazing.
I mean, I'm the Irish devil. He called me satanic, and I literally said Ave Satana in response. Like, Rev,
I need to start doing that. I want to do biblical disses. This is epic.
This is like the time that fucking Von Helton and I got into an argument when he was on the shit show and I was in their chat, and I was like, "You're not the golden child of the gods. You look like fucking your feet. You look like a fucking cedar with hoof rot. You fucking abomination. You're the worst thing that the gods ever conjured."
Maybe Shani's like a necrophiliac and Rev is the closest she can get legally to living with a corpse.
I think Shanny has the same kind of attraction to the skinny and emaciated as people who are attracted to anorexic people. It seems like that because she's groomed him into this. If you look at him before he got with Shanny, he didn't look like this. He was an alcoholic, but he didn't look like this.
See, I thought my type was weird. I just like him skinny and ginger. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like maybe it is some weird type of like, oh, I like to fuck corpses type shit. I don't know.
Oh. I was gonna say a
actually be
joke,
pretty
but
chunky, too.
I'll hold on to that one.
Yeah, he was chunky. Exactly. He had some weight on him. He was a fat little boy, sat in the house all day playing video games.
And then all his money and food went to Shani. So
exactly.
Do we know? I know Rev is an alcoholic, but do we know what his poison specifically was? Was it beer, like wine?
Dark liquor. No, hard liquor. He was a hard liquor drinker.
I can respect them.
Yeah.
I can respect them.
Irish, you know the monster from Doctor Who, the Absorbaloff.
Peter Kay.
Yeah, Shani's basically an Absorbaloff. She's like absorbing this man slowly.
Yeah.
Shani looks like if you took like, I've just realized who Shani looks like. If you took Peter Kay's face and stuck it on Gemma Collins' body.
Yeah.
This video is like at the house that after they
the G-Man's house.
Yeah.
Shani is what happens after a baby is born. You know that stuff they pull out that makes the little sound, the placenta. She's just that. You're just a clump of cells on the ground.
She's the afterbirth.
Yes.
How long do you think it is until they fuck up this house too?
But this is G-Man's house, which, do you know what really fucking freaks me out?
There's a blue barrel outside. That's what fucked me up. There's a blue barrel outside his house.
There's a blue barrel.
They even noticed it. They were like, I wonder who that is.
He took his blue barrels that he stole from Jersey and brought them he took them with him.
It's like a trophy.
It kind of looks like the blue barrel Walter White dissolves a body.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I've never wanted a blue barrel more in my life. Like I've been looking for them online so I can turn it into a flower pot for my outside patio. Like I want a G-Man blue barrel.
You know why he'll never have a green barrel?
Oh, maybe.
Do you want to know why he'll never have one? Because the color green reminds him of Jamaica and the family he abandoned.
Oh, burn.
G-Man, like I have to say this, Gary. I thought you were just a batshit crazy dude who denied slavery and denied, said slavery was okay, and said the Christians weren't starving. But you're also a deadbeat piece of shit dad.
Yeah.
Get into the fucking sea, G-Man. No, that isn't a kill yourself joke. That's just a phrase we use in Ireland. Get into the sea.
We talked about Star Wars, G-Man. I feel so betrayed.
We actually did. We had a nice conversation with G-Man, but then the second we brought up something that was even slightly contentious, and Nightmare corrected him on it. He went wee.
Went ballistic. Yeah.
Leave it to Nightmare to ruin a little bit of fun.
Dude, Nightmare has driven so many men insane. I don't know if you guys understand that.
This is kind of terrible, but I have a thing, and I commented in their live the other night, and it didn't get deleted because I'm pretty sure they have me hidden. So I think people in their chat can see it, but I don't think. The people in their chat. I think only the mods can see my messages. Because they don't get deleted and they still go through, so I think they have it set that only the mods can see my messages for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I, do you know that song? Do you know fucking "Come and Get Your Love" that's in Guardians of the Galaxy? Do you know the opening beat? The din 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 din. I literally made up the phrase "Ree Piggy, Ree Piggy, Ree."
I'll tell you guys what made.
So every time I see Shani, I sing that. I full on sing that every time I see her.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you guys what. Made Barry turn hostile towards us. It was whenever I called him out for shit talking shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your boys right there, man.
Oh yeah, they're 100% Nightmare's boys. Those are his dudes.
Yeah,
the only two black dudes the Nightmare wouldn't beat the shit out of because he loves them.
No.
According to G-Man, this Parker's also included in that. So
I said black dude.
I have my black. No, I'm a black dude. Yeah, I'm a black dude. That's what G-Man said. I'm a dude because, and there's no way that I can prove that I'm not a dude because we're all dudes. So
I'm a dude.
That is true.
I was like, is somebody gonna do it? Yay!
Have you guys not seen The Big Lebowski?
Love that movie.
You know that's a way better joke than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, "Show me your dick."
Well, I would love to show you my dick, but it's down.
Miss Parker, you do probably have more testosterone than Gary, though.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, easily.
Listen, I would challenge Gary, and this is honest to God, Gary, if you're listening to this, I got $100 that I can bench more than you. And we can do it. My husband will hold the camera. Yeah, like my husband will hold the camera. You get Rev to hold the camera for you, and we'll hit a gym. You go to a Planet Fitness near you, and I bet $100 I can bench more than you. I bet $100. And I'm a smoker. Remember, I'm an alcoholic. I'm a smoker. I'm a Keisha from around the way.
I'll up that to 1,000. Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, Gary, I will top that. I will get Nightmare when I'm going over to the States. I will beg Nightmare to drive me to Pennsylvania. I will gorilla press you above my head, and then gorilla, and then gorilla press body slam you.
Oh man, I'm not missing that. I'm in.
Uber.
Have you guys ever heard of this one guy on the internet? I think his name is Some Black Guys TV.
Yeah.
He does amazing coverage of Gary. Amazing.
Did you just combine the two? Reese's channel with the actual Some Black Guy channel?
Of course.
Because I'm also fans of Derek Blackman.
Yes.
Some Black Guy.
Well, did you know that Black Guy TV, Black Guy TV actually every morning cracks walnuts with his chin? Every morning, he just puts them right in between and he snaps
diamonds. He cuts diamonds.
That man cuts diamonds.
His voice.
Love
his
you,
voice, though. That voice. That voice.
I mean, well, that also cuts diamonds.
Dude, he can marinate me with that. I mean, serenade.
Yeah, marinate. No, that's the word. That's exactly what's happening to my being every time I listen to him. It's marinating.
It was a joke. I meant to say marinate.
I think I explained this to you once. But like I said, Shanny, you're beyond massive. You're beyond mahusive. You're so big that I once mistook you for a Slayton sister. You're Tamusive. Tommy Slayton big. You're not just fat. You're Tommy Slayton fat.
That's like all-time fat.
Yeah. What's scary now, folks? Here's the scary part: is that Shanny actually does get picked up by some weird television reality show that wants to capitalize on the shit show that is Shanny. Because if you guys don't remember, there was
Honey Boo Booed.
Exactly.
No,
Honey Boo Boo.
No.
Let's not forget. Everybody's like, oh no, she's too much of a shitty person. Have you seen Honey Boo Boo's mama?
Yeah. Honey Boo Boo's mama's fine now.
It's not just Honey Boo Boo. I mean, look at reality TV in general. There's, in my opinion, I've seen way worse people on TV than Honey Boo Boo's fucking mom.
I will point out one thing. Honey Boo Boo's mama left Sugar Bear and then married a guy that assaulted one of her older daughters. Or started dating
her last video.
Oh yeah, I'm playing. Don't worry, I was just getting past the ads because there needed to be ads on that one.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a Shanny video.
How many more videos do we have? Because
oh no, this is the last one. This is the last one.
This is the last one. Okay. So
we've only it was this or one more mukbang, and I don't want to see Rev's teeth.
No, we're done.
Fair enough. So I guess we should start chilling.
Once was already 3 more times than I needed to see it.
Yeah, no. So I guess we should start shilling now, because if we do this,
shutting out. Yeah.
Anyways, So, anyways, if you guys like what you've seen, like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz.
Please, if you can get us to more subscribers than Shanny, if you can get Miss Parker to 2,000, if you can get Mothra to 1,000, if you can get every channel that you see featured on this channel tonight, get it to 1,000, or in Miss Parker's case 2,000. Get Miss Parker that sweet ad revenue. Get her super chat. She deserves it.
Yeah, and then I will wear more scantily clad costumes. I'm planning on doing cosplay for streams.
holding you to that.
So, yeah, I told you guys I wanted to do that. Remember? And so yeah, I'm doing it. So
I want to see Miss Parker as an
well, I figure if I get to that point,
productions also.
I should put a wish list together. That's what I need to do. I should put a wish list together for all the cosplay stuff, and then you guys can pick what you want me to wear.
I just have a challenge before we leave. Nightmare, can you share my screen a minute?
Before you go on with that, Miss Parker, I just want to say, as a commission, I'm really into black vampires. Just saying.
I was into black vampires too. I dated a dude who was a vampire, and he got vampire fangs put in. And I dated him for 6 months until I realized he was completely insane, and I was like, okay.
But this was wait, no. Somebody Photoshop Shannys face on this, please.
Oh, all the faces are Shannys face.
I think, to be honest,
Mothra, that's your job, buddy.
Mothra, to be honest, I think I already made that Photoshop like last summer. I'll have to check my folder.
You should. You know what you should do? You should put Shannys face on the main face, and then make one of the little faces Rev and the other one G-Man.
Oh,
that works. That works. Anyways, so yeah, go subscribe to Mothra J, Miss Parker, Warden Magicus, even though it's Jamarcus, and he's never gonna change my mind on that. And go subscribe to Quick Sticks Productions.
Look, it's Lord Jamarcus.
Yeah, it's Lord Jamarcus. Look, do you not see the chin? Look at that. That's
he's a Lord.
Yeah.
You know what, Jamarcus, you need a crown. Go get yourself a fucking crown.
I mean, when have you ever seen a ginger? Well, what are we listening to? You know, I love music.
We've got a song to
commemorate.
Commemorate Shannys YouTube career. So if everybody will mute right quick, we'll go ahead and put that on.
Don't tell me what to do. I will not be oppressed.
Mute. Hit play, Irish.
God damn you, Jamarcus, with the fucking lighter.
Sha-na-na-na.
Alrighty.
Is it bad? Also, is it bad that I used to always think it was Nana Nana, and the fact that it's actually Shana Nana is fucking hilarious.
Well, that's because when you go to games, they do say Nana Nana.
Do me a favor. Keep playing that because I'm gonna put everybody's channel in the chat here. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm the only one here who has boobs. So.
Hey, I have some too. They're just not as nice. All right.
Okay. So how much for me to get you on my channel to play a game that if you lose, you have to get topless?
As long as Shani isn't also playing.
Fair.
You saw what she did to that poor dude's channel when she just straight up took her tits out while she was in a hotel room with her kids.
That's the question I was scared to ask. Where were the boys when she was flashing all her itty bits?
It was a hotel room because it was the only time that she wasn't using it.
It was a hotel room, so I'm gonna guess the hits were right there.
Nightmare fucking scarred me for life earlier with this shit.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, no, he did to me too. Fuck him.
Oh, I apologize because
them out of the room.
I sent that to Nightmare because Nightmare.
So it's your fault. Fuck you.
In the very early days of our channel existing before we were on YouTube, Nightmare showed me the Shani porn. and I was horrified by it. But also, Nightmare
Marcus, do me a favor. Put your YouTube link in the private chat.
Yeah, but also, Nightmare is also the guy that made me see Rev's asshole, and I will never forgive him for that.
That's a thing.
I'll never forget. Oh yeah, it's a thing. I will make you experience that thing if you also wish. Because he white knuckled those cheeks, and he bent over and arched his back in such a way. He was an experienced little hoe showing off his little tank spot. You don't even know. And his balls are so long. They're curiously long.
Okay.
Like
his testicles are tiny.
Look,
they're little testicles, but very long.
I have not seen it, and I have no desire to ever see it.
I have no desire to see that shit.
It's very hairy and somehow was dirty and soapy at the same time.
Yeah, no, I think me and Jamarcus are good.
And then the deeper you go into his ass, the darker it is. Do you need me to continue to describe this?
No,
you could have stopped like 3 minutes ago.
Okay, you know I'm all about just bringing the details and facts. I'm sorry.
The guy was holding his ass like a well-experienced bottom. It was terrifying.
Yes. Aaron Carter couldn't have done better.
No,
I think this is. I will say. I will say this is the most effective unintentional gay therapy I've ever had. Gay conversion.
No, Sticks. You stay on the dark side with me.
No, you stay there. But agree with me that if you're gonna, here's the thing: if you're gonna say ass